What's up, squad? Today we are repotting the big 5-year-old Jade. I'm repotting it for a few reasons. One being this algae in the soil, that's bad. Another being that I just want to use this pot for another plant. And also, it's been in this dirt for over a year, so it's just good etiquette to give it some new soil every once in a while. So I'm going to be repotting it into this one. I already drilled a bunch of holes in it, so it'll have good drainage. And it's a little bit taller, and it's a little bit wider, and also I like that it's square. I got soil prepared here. It's pretty rocky. Ooh, I put my finger into the lens there. It's pretty rocky soil. Some perlite would be good, but I just have a bunch of river gravel, so I'm using that. It'll work fine, and also it'll be nice because it'll weigh this down so it won't tip over with the big heavy plant. You can see there's aerial roots all over on this thing, and that could be because of the soil not being good. So hopefully repotting it here will help with the aerial root issue. So yeah, I'm going to try to empty the soil from it into here so that I can use it for rooting other plants in the future. And also this is tobacco because I used it for pest control. The plant had some mites or something last fall, and the tobacco is good. It's a pesticide. It'll kill them all. Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all this tobacco out. Okay, I'm going to empty this out, and I'm going to try not to damage the roots. But, I don't know, we'll see. Okay. Wasn't exactly what I expected. The soil is really... it's like cement. I might just tip this whole thing upside down and try to get this entire big clump out. I'm gonna have to dig away at the soil a bit. Okay, I'm thinking now we might be able to get it to slide out of here. This is not going well. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at this right now. This is insane. Oh, wow. Running a bunch of water through it might help. I don't want to run water through it because that could incur rot on the damaged roots. But also I don't want to rip this out and damage the roots by ripping on it too much. So I think I'm going to bite the bullet and run a bunch of water through it. I'm repotting it into dry soil, so it shouldn't get root rot, hopefully anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to water the hell out of it. Oh, this pot is cracked, and I'm cracking it more and more as I do this, which is really not what I wanted. Maybe I should tape the pot right now. Yeah, I'm going to tape the pot. I was going to do it later. I'll do it right now. Just for the sake of holding this pot together. Okay. Please come out. Please come out. Oh my god, please. Come on, I got you all wet. Come on now, come on. This is fucked, man. I'm just working the edges to try to loosen everything. Okay, God willing, now it'll just slide on out. This is absurd right now. Look at this, man. I'm holding it by the fucking stick part. Oh, it's moving, it's moving. Oh yeah, we got it, we got it. It's coming on up. Oh yeah. Wow, look at this. This is crazy. It's maintained the shape perfectly. There's tons of roots in there. Okay, I'm just gonna set it down just like that. Okay, look at this. You can see that's all, this is like moss. It's like moss or something. This whole pot was alive. And you can see some of these roots coming off this. Here, where's the big one I seen? Look at that. That's a root coming off the base of the jade. That, oh, focus. That big old thing coming off. It is a very healthy plant, even though this soil was full of shit. So, yeah, I'm going to work away the soil real gently with this thing. Just like that, pretty much. Just get this all, get it down to the roots. Wow, look at that. That's straight up moss right there. Oh, it's grown onto the roots, it looks like. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to break all this up. I'm actually going to try to get all this off with water, see how that works. I can probably just rinse most of this away. It is much easier to pull this apart under the water. We're getting some roots out here. I'm gonna work it a bit more. I'm not gonna get all the soil. What do you think about this? This might be as good as we're gonna get it here. Oh, unless I really get in the middle here. It's just a big ball of roots in the middle here. And I kind of just want to leave it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just keep scraping the sides here and try to get as many of these rocks out as I can. This is really going well now, finally. I'm going to leave it just like this. I'm going to let this strip. And I'm going to dry it off too. But I don't know what I'll dry it off with. But it does need to dry off a bit before I plant this. I'm going to put a bit of soil on the bottom first. Okay, boys and girl. I'm pretty sure my viewers are almost 100% male. Maybe with the gardening videos that won't be like that forever. I'm going to leave it dry for probably a good while. Until the leaves start to look a bit dried out, then I'll water them. Look at this leaf, it's like broken off, but it's still on there a bit. This plant can be a really durable plant once you get them bigger like this. So it can probably stay in this pot. It'll probably stay in this pot for over a year now. I'll probably repot it in 2026 or 2027. So that's nice. It has its new home. And it can get, they can usually get twice, 3 times the size of the pot. So it'll hopefully double its size in this pot. It is a pretty big pot. It definitely will need very little water. And this soil is less rocky than the soil I had it in before. And previously I did a top dressing of gravel. But I'm not going to do that this time because I don't know, I don't like it. I don't think it's good for the plant. Traps moisture down below, too much of it. But yeah, that is the plant, repotted. Isn't that amazing? Hopefully we don't get too much algae this time. I'm pretty sure last time I got all that algae because I left it out during a lot of fall rains and it was wet for way too long and I got some root rot. And I think that's when the algae started. But, yeah. I'm gonna have a lot of cleanup to do. But that is okay. We'll see. We can now tell if the amount of aerial roots goes down or up, because there were like tons of them. I snapped a bunch off while repotting, which is fine. And yeah, once I do water it, probably in a month or so, I'm gonna fertilize it up. I'm gonna try to boost this thing up hella, get this thing hella big.